Alright, Jess. You keeping guard, hey? Alright, Tiggy. Well then, guys. What lovely weather it is today at Morecambe. How long will it last? Well, anyway, welcome to AndysBca. We're on the allotment again today. So what we're going to do, we've got loads of planting to do. So everybody getting excited and getting ready for the planting session, yeah? So let's enjoy. Oh man, how are we doing? Welcome to the allotment. I've only been here half an hour, so if I feel like I'm moody, you'll have to please ignore me because my legs are killing me already, as usual, and my back. But that goes with every other allotment person, doesn't it? It always gets us, either in their arms or our back or whatever. So, the nice weather is here at the moment. At the moment, you noticed that I said, at the moment, the nice weather is here. So my information is to you, as an allotment planter, grower, gardener, landscaper, don't go rushing in head first, yeah? Don't think you're big and clever, getting everything in, smacking everything in the ground at the moment, because some stuff doesn't like, and we will get some bad weather again. It's UK, it's just how it is. So yeah, I missed you guys. I haven't been doing much filming, so I'm just trying to get as much filming done as I can now. So I've come down here earlier on and I've got all my camera stuff out and everything, and I wanted to show you a few things as well. Ignore this stuff, I'm not an advertiser, but I need to get it ready because it's going in the ground and I've got loads of planting to do. I'm not planting everything because, like I carried out before, don't stick everything in the ground, don't go rushing in head first. We're not away from the frost yet. I wouldn't have thought so anyway. So come here, Tiggs, come say hello to the people. So here's my security guard number 2, my little girl Tiggy. I always bring the dogs on the allotment with me. And just for like pet safety, there's a lot of things that I have to watch out for and do, so I don't use any feed, chemical stuff or anything like that. In particular, I'm very careful with slug pellets, so if I do have to use slug pellets, I'll use the pet friendly ones. But also what I'll do is I'll wait till I'm finishing and then put the dogs in the car, shut the gate, come back and then do it, and then not come down here for a few days. Go on. Here, Jess, come here. Come on, you can join in the fun. Come on. So, big girl Jess, she's 13 years, 14 this year actually, if I remember rightly. She'll be 14 this year. She's been out they're both, Tiggy's going to be 11 this year, and they've both been out every day, my doggies, and me and my wife, we love our doggies to bits, and it's so nice to have. You know, I'm in a t-shirt today at the end of the day. I've come down here to do some filming and I've got the dogs with me. So, and they're having a cracking time at the moment. So that's brilliant. They're just having a sniff about. They like to sniff at all the plants, and you'll see anyway in a minute on more filming. Something's sticking to me there. I don't know what it is. So there's my dogs. We're back on the allotment. I'm quite happy, but just being careful at the moment. So what have we done so far? So it's took me about 3 weeks, to be honest, and I have said on a previous video, what I've done is I've managed to get all the dahlias in the buckets. I've got about 45 buckets. Well, I've got 50 buckets in total now on the allotment, but 45 of them are dahlias, and they were showing roots. They were showing some nice roots and that. So I'm not going to waste time putting them in a pot, then putting them in a bigger pot, because just no reason at all. It's just why mess about. If your dahlias have started rooting or showing roots, get them in the buckets. Don't waste time. Just put them in. And I might actually, I've been very successful this year, because last Christmas was the first Christmas that I decided to have a bash and try and keep my own dahlias, dry them out, you know, power wash them, put them away, store them in plastic containers with sawdust, which you've seen in previous videos, and that's generally worked. So I'm quite happy about that. So I've been doing soil preparation. I've also been adding fish blood and bone, really, and just some perlite and vermiculite to the soil. When you add perlite and vermiculite to your soil and that, it just airs it, gives it a bit, loosens the soil up and everything. So that's what I've been working on at the moment in the last few weeks. Also, as I've said in previous videos, the apple tree and the pear tree, they're budding. They're budding. It's early days. I can't like start showing off too much yet, but I'm in a real good mood about them, because they're actually budding out there. But what we'll do is we'll have a walk around in a minute, and we'll do the usual. You know, I'll finish off walking around the allotment like I normally do and everything. So yeah, I'm just looking at stuff while I'm talking to you. Sunflowers. That's it, isn't it? This year is the year of the sunflower. Now I'm going to go crazy with the sunflowers. I'm probably going to annoy other people, because they're like, oh, look at him. Is there any need really to put that many sunflowers up? Well, yeah, there is, because I'm looking to be happy in life now. I've been struggling like anybody else. There's always someone worse off than me, so I'm not going to blab on about it too much. But I'm actually working on just getting a bit mentally better and doing things what's right for you. And if you remember what I said, do the things that you like in life that make you happy. So that's why I'm down here today, and I'm with Jess and Tiggy. So my pal come down earlier on this morning, and he got my dad's rotavator working. So this is one of my dad had allotments, and he was good on allotments, or he thought he was good. We was always in competition with each other. And it's funny, isn't it, when you look back at parents and that, the kind of things that I miss now. I have actually said this to people before. It's, you know, like when you're with your parents and that, and we've lost a couple of parents in the last couple of years, and it's things that you don't like about your parents when your mum or your dad used to go, you're not doing that right. And to be fair, to be honest, if I could hear my dad say that again to me, you know, I'd be that'd make me even more happier. But we can't have that, can we? And that's just life in general. So I've got little things to remember him of, and I've got my little Honda rotavator there. We only did he just took the top cover off for me, because we've got quite a few plants to try and get in at the moment. So we've got some plants here. I don't know how many they do in trays. I don't know, take a rough guess, 10 or 12 plants per tray. So what I'm going to do, I've got him to go over the top bit. I'm going to add some like vermiculite, perlite and fish blood and bone to the top layer, and we're going to plant some of these in. So I've been down, so obviously you're all aware that I live in Morecambe, and quite close to Morecambe down the A6 there, just around Cabus area on the A6. If you look up Robinson's Seeds, it's called Robinson Seeds, home of the mammoth onion. I always add their information, contact details and all that lot. So they're open at the moment. They're flying on all cylinders. And again, you know, I went in and I spoke to the ladies there, and they're so helpful, honestly. They're so helpful, and it's really nice to talk about old times and things, and some of the competitions that Robinson's home of the mammoth onion seeds that they're going to be taking part in. They take part in all the Tatton Park, Chelsea Flower Show, you name it, all the flower shows, they do all them. And I've actually seen was the one at Yorkshire Flower Show, anyway, up by Ingleton somewhere. I seen them in there one day, and I thought, oh, we'll go and have a look at this exhibition. And it's like, it's fantastic, it's really good. So the likes of people like me will grow chilli plants and pepper plants throughout the year, and then they'll probably die off, because I'm not I'm not really that knowledgeable and that, or I haven't got the heating systems to keep them growing. But at Robinson's, because they do competitions, they can keep the plants growing. They've got heated greenhouses and they can circulate plants and regenerate and everything. And over winter chilies and peppers, and it's fantastic. And if you ever get the chance, and you can, I mean, there's plenty of other businesses out there, and we're not just talking about Robinson's. There's loads of other businesses out there that grow chilies and peppers and big vegetables and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. So now the weather's getting nicer, and you see some of your village and your town shows, your summer shows, your summer fetes, your summer fairs, your steam rallies, yeah, tractor pulling and all that lot. You will find like a growing section on there, and there will be people out there displaying different flowers and vegetables. And yeah, so the chilies and the pepper plants that you see out there are so fantastic. They're actually grown over like 2 to 5 years, and they're massive displays that are really tall. And you'd look at these, and that's what got me into chilies and peppers, to be honest, you know. So we just grow as much chilies and peppers as we can as possible. But I thought I'd go down there and I'd treat myself to like 4 trays. And one thing that I couldn't get hold of at the moment was, as you can see here, that's basically Italian red lettuce, just through respect, because my wife's family's from Italy, and what I like to do, we like salads this time of year, don't we? So I thought that I would get the Lola Rossa Italian. It's basically red lettuce, and that's it. So we're going to stick some of them in the ground. I'm probably going to put half of this stuff in, you know, just have a bit of a different selection of salad and that. So yeah, and apparently so, I need to look it up really before I start blabbing my mouth off, don't I really? But I reckon I've seen someone say that you can put these in the ground, and then when they grow and they come up, you just snip the top leaves, yeah, but leave the stems in the ground, and apparently they come back again. So that's another trial and error thing that we've got to do on the Italian Rossa red lettuce. So yeah, so lovely. Right. So then I thought I'd treat myself. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing with these massive onions, you know. See, I like the Allotment diary guy, Dan. I learnt a lot from Dan. So if you want to, you know, if you don't want to listen to me, I'd go and listen to Dan if I were you. He's a really good guy. And what I like about Dan is he's got no airs and graces. He's not bothered. He's not bothered about his channel. He'll come on once a month, and he's called Allotment Diaries. So he's a top guy to look for information. He doesn't mess about. He doesn't arty-farty stuff, and that's why I think that guy's great. He's really great, Dan. So I just thought, I've never done these. I've never done these fat onions, these big onions. Fat onions sounds rude, doesn't it? So I'll try not to be childish. However, anyway, so I don't know what I'm doing with these, but I think they're going to go in a bucket or a tub or something, or some description, and I'm just going to have enjoyment seeing how big they get. But I'm no professional grower, and so they're from Robinson's, home of the mammoth onion. So onion mammoth improved, large golden globe with sweet flavour. So plant them 30 centimetres apart, but 2 centimetres deep from the base of the plant. Just keep it moist. Yeah, so that's the lettuce and that's the onion. So I've got a little bone to pick with my mate Chris, because my mate Chris comes on my allotment and he goes, "Oh, look at you only grow black plastic buckets." So I'm having a bit of a change, aren't I? So what I'm doing is I'm growing some veg. I'm having a go at growing some veg. So here's another one that I quite like. So I've decided to go and plant some red cabbage in. And the reason is, I always fail on carrot as well. It does me head in carrot, but I'm going to have to give that another try, aren't I? So anyway, right, so we've got some red cabbage there. So the idea of it is to be able to make my own coleslaw. You know, it's like red cabbage, carrot, onion, whatever, you know. So they're alright. I got 10 or 12 of them, so I'll stick half of them in as well. So something to be cracking on with. And here I have for you something that I failed on last year. And I still don't know what. Well, I kind of like do what. I asked the lady why. And this is, basically, what is it first, Andy? Well, this is pink celery. Pink celery, yeah? So again, from Robinson's on the A6 at Cabus there, home of the mammoth onion. They do have a website as well, so just look them up on Google, on you know who. On Google, and you'll be able to see them. It'll just direct you there. Just type in Robinson seeds and it'll take you straight there. They give me some great advice. So this year we're going to plant in the red celery again, right? And then I'm probably going to put it, you know, like you put plastic tubes over it so it grows upwards, yeah? So that's something that I'm going to try. Maybe if I can find a few tubes and then keep them growing upwards. Because last year, I don't know what I did wrong. I put them in, maybe put them in too far, and they all went flat. They grew flatwards. And I was like that. Well, that don't look right anyway. So I pulled them out and threw them because they didn't look right, and it were, you know. And apparently, I'm not sure if that one's right. That's another one you can snip and it'll grow again. But I don't know yet. I'll just trial and error it anyway. So. Yes guys, so I've still got to drill holes in these plastic tubs down here. I've fed all the birdies, they've all been fed. So, oh yeah, and while my legs and that were hurting before, I managed to spill loads of bird feed on the floor. So, much to my surprise, yeah, so it's all been swept up, but there's still bits of it about, so that's done me head in. But anyway, the sun is shining. How long have we waited for that? So you're all being your camper vans now and all your allotments and everything. So fair play to you. Do what you like doing, right? So that's it for now. So I need to do a bit in the greenhouse and need to get this stuff out. So no messing about. Cheers, guys. Alright guys, so here we are, the sun is still shining. So I'm just going to talk to you about a couple of things that I'm going to plant outside. I'm going to put some broccoli outside. I'm going to low, as you've seen before, we had the broccoli, the cabbage, was it the red cabbage, the broccoli, we've had some onions, we've got some more dahlias to cook as well, to put out as well. I'll show you how to put them in the buckets, and we'll also finish off with the onions. So no point in rushing this time of year. It's only like first couple of days of sun, so I've still got lots and lots going on. So these are my backup sunflowers. I've got a few sunflowers left here for backup. I've done terrible on the tomato plants, and that's the Kimberley as well, yeah, so I'm not very happy about that. I'll have to plant some more. I've got to put some more Kimberley and see if we can get some of that sorted out. I think I did actually. Let's just have a look around here. I'm sure I planted some more Kimberley. Yeah, I did. I put a few in here, in this pot here. I'm sure it was this pot here. Anyway, there's one of the square little ones anyway, yeah. So if they come up again, that's brilliant. So got some, I planted these out early, and these are cos lettuce, yeah. So really nice for your salads, cos lettuce, yeah. Really nice them. So we'll plant a few of them outside. I can't stay down too long because my legs are near enough bloody gone already. So just a little tip for all you dahlia people out there. I just want to show you a couple of things before we so I've got a couple of what anybody would call scratty dahlia ends, yeah, so they are, they're scratty, but I don't like throwing stuff away, me, and it's a good job I never. So don't always assume your dahlias are going to snuff it because they're in poor condition. So that's a little example for you. If you can see the green there, the green coming through, and yeah, just there. So that's one there. Here's another one earlier. You know, look at the state of that. Anybody would have thrown that away, but look again. You see the green leaf? The green leaf there, coming up there. So, you know, even if you get one more out of them, look at this scratty little thing here, yeah, scratty little dahlia thing, yeah, anybody else would have thrown out. There you go, look at that. Not bad, is it? Not bad. I'll find a tub for them or something and just chuck them out again. But yeah, so I was quite happy. So that's 3 or 4 dahlias there, you know. What's the point in throwing them out? No point in throwing them out. So, see if we've got any more. Oh yeah. Yes, I've got another one starting there. So we'll leave that there anyway. So we've got a backup set of sunflowers, like I just said. We've got a backup set of dahlias. One thing I wanted to do was get some sweet corn in. Yeah, I'm a bit late with the sweet corn. I tried it already. So this type of sweet corn, just picked it up from my garden centre. It's called Incredible F1. Yeah, so there we go. No messing about now. Yeah, we'll just sprinkle them in there. Sprinkle some of them in there. Separate them out. So that's them separated out now, so we'll just put these here out of the way. So again, just get a little bit of soil. Chuck it on top. Hopefully we'll see something come through with them. Tiny little bit of soil there. Practically hardly cover them, yeah. And just let them get wet. But what I'll do, I'll just spray them again. And what we'll do, we'll leave them in there, so because we've got a wet tray. There we go. Just leave them there like that. Give them a bit more of a spray. So I've got some backup red sunflowers here as well. And we'll just leave them there for now because we're going to plant some more out. Some more broccoli. And we've got peppers and chilies in here. We'll just let them keep going, alright? So that's where we are. Don't be rushing, yeah? Just take your time and just don't chuck everything in at once. And that. All right guys, thanks a lot. Now then guys, it's the last 5 dahlias. Right, excuse me. So here we have Regman's Firecracker, a lovely bright orange one, yeah? So we'll just stick that in here. Now a lot of people give it, oh, you need to start your dahlias off, you need to get them going, and you know, before you put them in pots. Well, that's a load of crap. So how do you think they do when you overwinter them? Do you have to get them out and prepare them, then put them back in buckets? No, you don't, do you? You just leave them in. So I'll put the tab on that in a minute. I'll just chuck that in there. I'll do it after the camera. Don't I'll bore you to death with me tying stuff off and all that lot. Right, so Procyon, anyway, yeah. So that'll be another one. So we'll chuck that in there. And all they are, I'll show you, instead of just chucking them in buckets. So there's your stem, yeah. And here's some of your tubers. And on the dahlias, what you do is they start off on the neck here, on the neck there, on the neck, and on the neck there. They aren't very good, they won't do anything, them, but these two will, because I can see some pimples sticking out now at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll just stick them in there. There we go. No messing, Tiggy. We just chuck them in. I'll leave the label in, and we can label that when all the rat fans have gone, yeah? Instead of boring them with sticking there, putting labels on and stuff. So this one's called Josephine, yeah? I mean, look at the pink colours on that. I can't wait till that comes out. They're so striking in colours, aren't they? So there we go. So we'll have some of that. Again, it's easy. It's just a tuber going in a bucket. That's all it is. It's not a very good one, this one, to be honest, but we'll give it a try, you know. Just a tuber going in like that, in the bucket like that, yeah. I'll show you how easy it is. Show you how easy it is. There you go. That's it. That's that planted. Leave that one in there. Another one with a set of striking orange and white colours, yeah. Orange duet. Not bad, is it? So again, we'll rip that off. Put that in there like that. Again, we'll look at the dahlia. So these are like long thin tubers, not very good condition. Be lucky to get anything off that at all, but it's like in the greenhouse before, when you saw in the greenhouse. They can look really scabby, but they can still, you know, set off and grow again. So we'll just stick that in. Yeah, we'll just stick that in there like that. In there. Like that, as easy as that. That's it. Yeah. One more to do. And then I'll turn the camera off and label them. I don't want to bore you with that, do I? Oh wow, look at that for striking colours. Lindsay Michelle. Nice big. That's really nice, that. Looking forward to that one. So again, let's see what the tubers are like here. So we're quite lucky here. So this one's maybe with a bit of the condensation or something in the bag, it's set off already. So there you go, you can see the pinky red and the pinky red there on the head of the tubers. These are your tubers, these are your necks of your tubers, and that's where they grow from, your necks. All right, so last one, and I'm glad about that because I've had enough for today. Oh no, I've planted in that one. Must be this one. Right, yeah, it's this one. Right, here we go. Right then. Right, so we'll just chuck that in there like that. And then I'll get them all sorted off. And that's as easy as it is, like before. I showed you how to put 2 onions in a bucket. They were done in 2 minutes. How long has that taken me? 2 minutes with no effort at all. The only thing that was the effort was getting the soil in the bucket. But like I say, I can only do so much and then that's it. So that's it for me today. I've had enough, so I'm gonna have to get home and get sorted out. So that's great, guys. So keep watching every week. If you disagree with something, write it in comments. Or if you think that I can do something better, please, you know, write it in the comments and that. If you can, come and support me on the channel, like and subscribe to my channel. You know, it's it's just a little bit of income that could be coming in this time of year. But anyway, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for the people that have liked and subscribed already. I love the people that do leave comments. We have a bit of banter, you know, that's how it is. Just a bit of growing. It's all trial and error. Right, guys, so that's it for me today. I'm going home now. Thanks a lot. Bye.